Hello and welcome to Crayoligraphy Camp. My name is Lisa Funk from Hand Lettered Design. I am a hand lettering instructor and I'm excited to teach you some tips today about how to draw a banner and center your word inside of it. So as we're getting started, go ahead, leave me a comment, let me know where you're joining from, and also if you have any questions during today's lesson about the products or about the lettering or anything, feel free to leave that in the comments as well. And if you have any ideas or suggestions for future lessons, we'd love to hear those in the comments too. So don't be a stranger. I'm also going to have the Crayola team here helping me to answer those because I am going to flip my camera around so that you can see my paper and the lettering that I'm doing, and I hope that you will follow along with me. So what I'm going to be using today are these project glitter markers. They are so pretty and so fun and they work so well. So I am just picking one of these. I decided to pick this beautiful Fireflex red one. It's called Fireflex, and so I'm going to be using this to show you how to draw a perfect banner every time. So I'm going to flip my camera around to show you my paper and let's get started. Let's do this. All right, so here's my paper. Here is the beautiful project glitter marker. And I am going to start out by making the top of my banner, and I'm going to do that by starting lower and then making a curved line coming up higher. Then I'm going to come down about 1.5 inches or 2 to do the bottom part of the banner. And I don't measure, I just kind of eyeball it. And then I'm going to follow that same-ish curve along the bottom. Again, this isn't going to be perfect, but we're not going for perfect. That's what computers do. We're doing handmade here today. So we're going to then connect the top part of the banner to the bottom. So follow along with me. It'll be really easy when you follow along, okay? So then you connect those parts of the banner, and now we're going to make the ribbon that's going to come out of the end. So on this part of the banner, we're going to go to the top, and what we're going to do is we're going to go halfway down, so halfway in between here, and we're going to pull that out to the side. Then about that same distance that we have from here to here, we're going to go from here over this way and come up. And we want the length of the ribbon to be roughly the same as this length. And so you could measure it, but again, I just like to eyeball it. And I'm going to have this part of the ribbon meet up with this end here. Okay? Now, in order to decide where the ends of the ribbon are going to come in, we're using about the same distance everywhere. So this distance is the same as this. I'm just going to kind of turn it to the side and come out roughly the same distance and do a little dot right there. And that is where I'm going to bring in the tails of my banner, of my ribbon banner, right there. It looks so good, doesn't it? Now the only thing that's missing is I need to do one more line from here to here, and that finishes the look of the banner. So now this end of the banner is going to come down. Instead of having it come up like this one did, I'm choosing to have this one come down. So I'm going to start out halfway-ish in between here and have that line come out. Then the same distance from here to here, roughly, I'm going to measure over, not actually measure. If you want to, you can. And then I'm going to have this part of the banner come out and line up with that end. And then again, about halfway out, I'm going to put a dot, and then I'm going to bring in the tips of the banner back to that dot right there. And then the only thing left is to add this line here. So this would be like the back side of the banner. So if you wanted to, you could color it all the way in. What I like to do sometimes is just draw some little lines like that, some stripes here. And the next thing that I'm going to do is write inside of my banner. So what you want to do is write out the word that you're going to use and count the letters and then make sure you're spacing them right. So you can start with the letter in the middle, right here in the middle. So the word that I'm doing is pretty simple. It's yay, Y-A-Y. So I'm gonna roughly find the center. I'm going to write my A like this. And then I know I have the whole rest of this space to write my Y, and the whole rest of this space to write my other Y, just like that. Now, just for fun, I'm gonna kind of come in and thicken the lettering here, but you could definitely leave it. Oops, let's get that straight. You could definitely leave it as the single mono line that we had it at, but I'm just coming in to thicken that there. And then I'm going to fill this in. These project glitter markers are so fun. They're shimmery and shiny, and I love the look that they give, especially to a fun project like this. You could use this if you were making a card for someone, if you were making a banner, if you wanted to make a sign for someone. This would be so great. And once you know how to make this banner, you can do it so easily and have it look just right every single time. All right, so now I'm going to flip my camera back around. All right, so there you go. That is how you make the perfect banner every time. Make sure you center your letters and have so much fun. Again, I was using these project glitter markers. I highly recommend grabbing these. They were super fun to work with. If you're looking for any of these or some more tips, you can find those at Crayola.com. If you are interested in learning more lettering tips, you can find me over at handlettereddesign.com or on Facebook or Instagram at handlettereddesign. And if you try this out, be sure to post it on social media. Put it on there and use the hashtag Crayoligraphy so that we can see what you're up to. I hope that you'll try it and get busy making a bunch of banners. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.